Hey there. So, do you think or do you feel if you have toxic money habits? Maybe you think, like, okay, I'm set. Like, I don't have anything like that that's holding me back. Couldn't be me. Of course, you'd be surprised. So, if you find yourself not achieving the financial goals that you set, or if you feel like you're just stuck in this place, like it's never going to get better, stick with me because there's a couple things that we need to be aware of to make sure that we don't have toxic money habits. Because if we do, they're simply going to be holding you back from your financial goals. We are going to make this a short one today because we've been jam packed with so many things going on right now. So, we haven't met before. Let me quickly introduce myself. Hi, my name is Aimee Circa. I am the money confidence coach and founder of Money Masters Inner Circle. So, as a money confidence coach, I help women to ditch financial stress and so they can master their money by creating confidence in their ability to actually solve the money problem so they can stop living paycheck to paycheck, create that security in knowing that they're adequately providing for their family, have more options, do more fun stuff, and build actual wealth, not just focusing on making more income, which, although important, is not everything. Let's get into it. So, toxic money habits. What are some key indicators that you might have a toxic money habit that is holding you back? Now, if you've been watching our show regularly, you know that we did talk about this a couple weeks back, but the audio didn't work out. So, we're back here again, okay? So, let's talk about toxic money habits. There are we'll go with six things. Six indicators here that you either have toxic money habits or toxic money mindset. Now, what I find is our habits are indicative of our mindset. So really, if we see either one of these, there's work that we can do to make sure that we are up-leveling our money mindset, because when you create that unstoppable money mindset, you're going to be able to achieve your goals that much faster. Your mindset is the piece that I find that ultimately shows how to unlock all the doors. This is the part that truly matters, is getting our mindset right. So, you ready with me? So, first indicator of toxic money habits or a toxic money mindset can be emotional eating, maybe emotional shopping, also can be known as retail therapy. Now, we're not trying to cut this out cold turkey. There are ways to put limitations and parameters on how we handle things. It's not about achieving perfection. The first step is becoming aware of it. So if you become aware of something comes up and we go, for me, it was the emotional eating. That was my thing for a long time, that something would happen and it'd be like, okay, no, let's go grab a chocolate chip cookie or something. And simply becoming aware of what your triggers are and what is causing that allows you to step back and really see what's going on. So if you're wondering and you're at the space that you're like, hey, maybe I do have these things, maybe this is something I need to work on, the first step I'd recommend for you is to start journaling. Just journal what's going on, how you're feeling, what goes on throughout the day, and how you react. You're going to start to see patterns. Now, this is always easier with a coach, but that is a first step that you can do by yourself. Start to recognize the patterns. What is going on here? The second habit that I want to bring to your attention could be overspending. Now, for a lot of people, they don't even realize they're overspending. This can be done because I don't need a budget because we're doing pretty good. I don't need a budget. Or I can't budget because we're living paycheck to paycheck. Or some manner of in between. I don't want to know how much I'm spending, so I don't want a budget. So we end up overspending. So the problem here is we're overspending, but you don't realize you're overspending, because the average American overspends. It's pretty much universal, but we'll say American, overspends $7,500 every single year by not having a budget. But again, we don't have a budget, so you don't know that. So there you go. Second habit is overspending. So basically, if you don't have a budget, we're not tracking how much we actually spending, because there's a difference between expense tracking and budgeting. So if you're at least expense tracking, then you should be able to be aware of your overspending. That's enough on that. We can go on a whole tangent, okay? Number 3 is avoiding the work or lack of working. If you're not doing the thing that you know you need to, there's typically a reason for that. Now, this could be mindset regarding your action with work, whether work related, maybe there's a bad environment at work. Maybe there's something that we go on. We just were talking about taking care of yourself in the Motivated Mompreneur group, and having like by taking care of yourself, even like mentally, that can be causing something that like, okay, we don't want to go to work. But there can be other things involved as well, where we've created this bad relationship with money, that we feel if we have more money, that makes us a bad person, because media and so many of those things betray that. So not wanting to do the work that we need to do is a sign that there could be toxic money habits or a toxic money mindset going on. Okay. If you find yourself saying, this always happens to me, that's just the way it is, this always happens to me. Actually, I just combined them. So this always happens to me. If you find yourself saying that all the time, that's a sign that we need to work on our money mindset. We need to improve our relationship and the way we show up with money. If you're fighting me on that, just try it, okay? You'll be surprised to see where things go. The fifth one is, if you find yourself saying there's never enough. Now, there can be circumstances when there's actually not enough. If you're stuck in a really tough situation, or you're stuck in a paycheck to paycheck situation and you feel like there's not enough, that can be true. But there are better ways to speak about that are going to set you up for success long term. That's what we're creating here, is a healthy relationship with money and a healthy money mindset long term. And that there can be enough. Like, it's a short-term thing. We're looking to move forward. We're looking to achieve the next level. And if we speak into that there's never enough, it's not solution oriented. We're not looking to find the solution to the problem when we speak into that. So just stick with me. I've got a couple resources for you. If any of these are thinking like, you know what, that's kind of me. I mean, maybe I should do something about this. Okay. And then the number six, if I can count, if what I briefly mentioned earlier on accident, if you're saying that's just the way it is, there can be some truth to that, but we do create our circumstances. We do, we create those things. I mean, there is like life just happening, okay? But it's also how we react and how we respond to things that happen. And I am not saying that there are not bad things that happen out there. I'm not saying there's not awful things that happen. But if we're saying it's just the way it is and we're not looking for that solution again, we're not looking to solve the problem. And that can be a sign of we're had that toxic money relationship and we're not looking to move forward. Now, there are some strategies that we use and recommend inside Money Masters Inner Circle and with my private clients to help you overcome these. Because what we've found is when you can get past these money mindset blocks, you're that much closer to like success and everything that we're working towards. Okay. So I guess if you're thinking, okay, I thought I was doing pretty good and now I don't know, like, what the heck are you talking about, Aimee? Like, I thought there was hope. I want you to know there is hope. There is something that we can work towards. There is something that you can still achieve this. It's not too late. It's not too late to start today to start to improve your mindset in your relationship with money. And I do have a resource. Let's talk about it real quick and then we'll recap. If you're looking to improve your money mindset, the Money Mindset Mastery Checklist is 10 simple steps to help you create that unshakable money mindset. So I put these together based on conversations that I've had with clients, that I've had with myself. I mean, that kind of sounds a little strange, but conversations that things that I've learned from my coach and things that we've learned on this journey through this time frame, the things that we've done to help us improve or help me improve my money mindset and help me with working with our clients. These are the things that made the difference. So if you want the Money Mindset Mastery Checklist to grab those 10 simple steps to create that unshakable money mindset, just drop a mindset in the comments below. I will make sure to get that to you. If you want to send me a message instead, we can do that. But that and going through that checklist is going to help you so much with these 6 things. If you were thinking like, okay, hey, that's kind of me, grab the checklist and that's going to be the first step for you to be able to create that relationship and create the results that you're looking for. So If you missed it, let's quickly recap. We talked about 6 different money habits or money mindsets that you could be thinking about, things you could be saying that are indicators that there is a toxic money mindset and we need to improve our relationship with money. So the first one is emotional eating or retail therapy or, emotional shopping, those things. The second one was overspending. The third one was not doing the work that we need to do. The fourth one, if we're saying, this always happens to me. The fifth one was if we're saying there's never enough. And the sixth one is if we're saying that's just the way it is. And if you're just joining us and catching the end of the recap, I do want you to know that, again, it's not about cutting all these things out completely, especially like the emotional eating, emotional retail shopping, those things. The first step is just becoming aware of this, and then we'll take the steps to move forward from that. So we are looking at this and approaching this from a place of hope and looking to move forward on what we need to achieve, not like, okay, this is awful, I'm doing everything wrong, because you're not. You're doing exactly what you need to do, but we can always take it one step further. That's the whole journey of mastering your money, is making those small steps over time to improve your relationship with money. So if you have questions come up, make sure to reach out. I think that is it for today, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Money Mastery with Aimee. Bye for now.